Hey everyone on YouTube. Today, as on the title, we are going to review, or I am at least going to review on the ASUS A455L. That's a mouthful. I've been using this laptop for more than 5 years during high school and on my first semester of college before buying a new laptop. So I've got this laptop in 2015, I believe, December. Thanks, Mom. And it has served me well until I needed an upgrade. Now let's talk about specs. My version came originally with Intel i5 5200U with 4GB of RAM and 1TB of HDD. Then after a couple years of using it, I add another RAM to increase the total RAM of 8GB, and I swapped the HDD to SSD because honestly, if you guys have an older laptop and would like to squeeze more life onto it, just swap your HDD to SSD. It will make tons of difference. I did some googling and saw a lot of this laptop I think they sell in Malaysia store, especially in Lazada or in Shopee. So let's see how it holds up after 5 years of its release and if it's still worth it in 2022. So starting with the design, I've got mine in black. The ASUS A455L came with a variety of colors. I believe they are sold in black, in blue, in yellow, red and white, clearly to attract the younger audience to buy it. It weighs about 2.2 kilograms or 4.8 pounds, so you can definitely feel it when you're carrying it on your backpack around the campus. Starting from the top, we have this textured shell. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. It has this circular thin texture. Can't really say if I like it or not, but it definitely adds a little bit of grip when you're holding it with one hand, which is a good thing. We do have ASUS logo in the center. It's metallic and it's quite reflective. Pretty good in general. Making our way to the side of this laptop, the port selections are, as you expect, very old in 2022. For the left side, we have the DC charger, we have the Ethernet cable, and look at this. A VGA connector as well as a full HDMI, USB 2 and an audio jack. On the right hand side, we have the SD card reader, 2 USB Type 2 ports, and we also have CD ports to play your favorite CD or DVD. On the bottom, we got 4 rubberized feet which holds up very well after years of using it. You can also upgrade the RAM easily by just opening this part of this laptop and unscrewing just one screw. And we also got 2 down-firing speakers. Now unfolding this laptop, we can immediately see the large armrest as well as the big trackpad ASUS provide. Good job ASUS. Unfortunately, the trackpad does not really hold up well in 5 years of using it. Probably because it is made out of plastic, it scratches rather easily and leaving weird bumps when you're using the trackpad. The keys though are decent to type on. It doesn't really compare to the likes of the newer MacBooks or Asus Swifts for that matter, but it has a good travel as well as full-size ups and down keys. One thing to note is that the placement of the page up and the page down for this variation is a little bit weird, but I guess that's just how it is. Unfortunately, this laptop does not come with backlight keyboards, hence you will find it rather difficult to type when in a dark environment. The hinge door feels a little bit tight to open and you can't open the laptop with one hand, but it does keep well, using my time of using it. Being that said, the bezel on this laptop is humongous. It definitely looks outdated in 2022 and it's one of the reasons why I upgraded. It also has a VGA quality webcam, which to be honest is really bad. Here's video quality. Hey, this is the video quality and the sound quality of the ASUS A455L. Let me know how you guys think. Another reason that makes me upgrade a laptop is because the screen looks really bad in 2022. It is a 14-inch screen LED with a 1366 by 768 resolution. That's lower than 720p. The colors are very washed, probably because it has a really bad sRGB score of lower than 50%. It is not the best screen during its time, and neither do now. But being that said, if all that you do is browsing the internet, working on Word, working on Excel, and you don't really do color creative work, then you should be fine. I couldn't find the peak brightness for this laptop, but I think it's probably less than 250, which is fine for indoor use, but it will definitely struggle in outdoors lightings. Not to mention that the screen itself is quite reflective. What excels though is the performance department. With an Intel i5 5th generation, 8GB of RAM and 256 SSD, this laptop is more than usable for your daily tasks. Working on Google with several tabs open, as well as 720p YouTube videos on the background, do just fine. And that's honestly impressive for a laptop that is 5 years old. We also have NVIDIA 930M on this laptop, but don't expect crazy graphic performance though. It will do just fine for your Zoom calls, very basic gaming, as well as video editing, and that's about it. This laptop doesn't really get hot, but if you're doing intensive stuff like video editing and gaming, then the fans will kick in. But it has reasonable noise. It's not really that loud, so you won't disturb your friend sitting next to you in the library. Battery life was okay on the first year of having it. Otherwise, after 5 years, it doesn't really hold well, and it can only last for about 30 minutes now. I've changed the battery, but somehow the span is still the same. But that's okay, because I can still use the charger with me while I'm working with this laptop. The speakers though are quite tiny. At maximum volume, it has cracks on the higher frequency. So if you're watching YouTube videos and movies with this laptop, I recommend using earphone or external speaker. Being that said, here's how the speaker sounds like. So what are my thoughts on this laptop? Well, I think if you really need a basic laptop for school or for work purposes, and you have less than 500 bucks, 500 RM to spend on, then it's really good to look at it. But just be sure that you're buying with SSD, because it's probably 10 times faster than your HDD counterparts. Just keep in mind that this laptop is not brand new anymore, and probably soon will no longer get updates. If you plan to do more creative work like video editing, then I would rather find other laptops that has better screen that suits for you. Overall, I enjoy using this laptop for school, and I did manage to get some video editing and programming work done previously with this laptop. That's it for my long-term review of ASUS A455L. Let me know what you guys think about this laptop, and if you guys have it, leave a comment down below, say what you like and what you don't like about the laptop. Until then, see you next time. Bye bye.